Hi and welcome to Outwell and to our Whitecove 5 from our Privilege collection. This is a large tunnel design tent and it's got 2 bedrooms inside that can sleep up to 5 people. For me, one of the key defining features of the tent is this front canopy area here. This gives you a really good sheltered area, so if you're lucky enough for it to be a nice bright sunny day, then you can sit in here and get a little bit of shade, or if it's a little bit drizzly, then also you can sit in here and get some shelter from that as well. So what I want to do is just take you inside the tent to talk you through the features in there, and then we shall continue to the outside. So stepping into the tent, you'll find there's a good sized front door on here. It's going to be nice and easy for you to get all of your furniture and storage and things like that in here as well. Good head height on the door too, so you're not having to duck down when you're coming in. You'll also find that just tucked away at the moment, we have the door obviously rolled away, but there is also a full mesh door for the front here as well. So if you want to have a good amount of ventilation in the tent, then you can just close that over and hopefully that will keep out the unwanted bugs as well. Stepping in here, lots of head height. I'm about 1.95 meters tall, and you can see I'm standing up no problem at all here. Still plenty of space above me. And as I mentioned before, there's a good size space in the tent for things like furniture and storage and things like this. I think the area itself certainly feels a lot larger thanks to these large windows all the way around the tent, flooding it with light. If you want a little bit of privacy though, that's not an issue at all because each window has its own individual curtain here. So this is obviously rolled away at the moment, but that can be brought either halfway up or obviously fully closed as well. Just while we're here, I'll highlight that we do have some ventilation mesh along the top here, which corresponds to outside panels that we'll show you once we're on the outside of the tent. Some other bits to show you then. At the top of the tent here we have a lantern hanging point in a really good central location, and then coming away from that you're going to lead down with these cable tidies all the way down to our cable entry point just at the side of the door here. So this just allows you to bring any electrics into the tent without actually having the doors themselves open. Just while I'm mentioning the doors, I'll point out that there is a side door on the tent here as well, and as you can see here there is a mesh panel on that too. So again, as I mentioned, the ventilation properties of this tent are really good thanks to these large mesh panels. At the back of the tent is where you'll find the bedrooms that I mentioned earlier. So as I said, there's 2 bedrooms here that can sleep up to 5 people. And a really nice feature here is actually that these bedrooms come pre-attached. So when it comes to you pitching the tent, this is a job that you don't have to worry about. It's already been done for you. So some features on the bedrooms themselves, you'll see again, large mesh ventilation panels on the doors. You'll see some storage pockets on the outside. And then if we have a look on the inside of the bedrooms, we'll find that we have some storage pockets down the side here, and towards the back we have large mesh ventilation panels which again correspond with outside panels. You'll also find that the 2 bedrooms are separated with this sheet here which can just be zipped along the sides and then toggled up at the top to create 1 large bedroom, or as we have it here as 2 bedrooms. Something else just to highlight actually would be the ground sheet in this tent from front to back and side to side is fully sealed, so you're not going to get any drafts coming in. You're hopefully going to keep out things like dirt and sand and things like that because it is bathtub in style, so you can just see it comes up around the edges all the way around here. It also has a hydrostatic head of 10,000 millimeters, so totally waterproof as you would expect. So now what we'll do is we'll pop outside and we'll take you through some of the features there. If I start off with the fly sheet on this tent, this is our Outex 3000. So this is a 75 denier taffeta polyester, so really good quality polyester this, and the 3000 part basically means that we have a hydrostatic head of 3000 millimeters on here, so totally waterproof. Of course with tape seams all the way throughout the tent, and it's also PU coated on the inside as well. In terms of the frame that we use from front to back is our Duratec fiberglass poles. So these are really easy to assemble, and what you will find is they are colour coded just to make sure that you're going to get the right pole in the right place. You'll also find that we are using our Outwell wind stabiliser system on this tent, so we'll just show you how that works. If I just open this up, when you pitch the tent, we're going to wrap these around the frame like this and fasten with the second Velcro strap here. You find that there's one at the top and at the bottom of all of the poles all the way along the tent, and what this does is it pulls the fly sheet against the frame when we take the guy line out and peg it, and that makes the whole thing a lot more taut, therefore a lot more stable as well. Some other features then, the guy lines themselves, you can see here, are nice and bright. These are our sort of classic Outwell luminous guy lines, so you're not going to trip over these quite as easily. Each one also has its own retainer as well, so when it comes to packing away the tent, we can simply wrap up the guy line and pop it in here so that you don't have a sort of big tangled bird's nest of guy lines that you have to spend time on. We have a few optional extras available for the tent. You already saw the carpet on the inside there, just to give you a little bit more comfort underfoot. There's also a footprint available for under the tent to give you a little bit more protection on the ground sheet. And there is also an extension available for this tent too. So there you have it. That's all the features of our Whitecove 5 from our Privilege collection. Thanks very much for watching.